Okay, so today we're doing a Belgian Golden Strong Ale, a duvel clone. Got the grains in the Beersmith 2 program so far. And it says, I haven't had the hops, so the bitterness isn't up there yet. The ABV is supposed to be coming out at 9.5. The original gravity is at 1080. It is a double infusion, medium body mash, so we'll be ailing it and kegging it, or ailing it 2-stage and kegging it. This is going to be the first time I've ever actually done a double infusion, so it ought to be interesting, raising the temperature up and stuff. Might actually do a triple infusion actually. So yeah, we'll see. It calls for 130 to bring the temperature from 130 mash at 30 minutes to 140 for 20 minutes, and then up to 152 or 153 for a half an hour. So we'll see how it's going. Do a temperature check. Before the grains, the temperature is 151.5. We're trying to actually reach between 130 and 135 for the first infusion attempt. I can stir that while you're pouring it in if you want. Keep them dough balls. You want to either pour slow, and constantly stir. Go ahead. You got it. I could go fast. Alright, so our first infusion mash is going to be at 130, looks like right at 136. 136.1. Okay, weighing out the corn sugar that's called for in this recipe. Don't get excited, guys. I didn't say nose candy, I said corn sugar. And it's calling for 1 pound 11 ounces in the mash. So that's what we're getting ready to add to our mash. And we got a 3-pound bag of it, so it also calls for 11 ounces in the boil. So we'll go ahead and put this in there and stir it up real well. That might drop it down a few degrees to the 132, 133 mark where we was shooting for. Yeah, just mix it up real well, because there were some big chunks on there.
Yeah, this sugar, it'll dissolve.
Yeah, it should dissolve pretty good. Alright, do a temperature check and see where you're at. Knock that mash pile up. Where we at here? You gotta put the temperature all the way down in there. Yeah, so it got a little low. Try it in a different spot. See where it goes. It actually was saying 130 to 132, so looks like you're hitting 130. We'll call that good for at 130. Okay, so we added our hops into the Beersmith program. This is our layout. saying the estimated original gravity is 1073. The IBUs is 26.8. Color is 3.5 SRMs. And the estimated alcohol by volume is 8.6. Now looking at the clone recipe we got here, it says the alcohol by volume is 8.5. IBUs is 30. And the SRM is 5. I'm guessing that's what that is. The original gravity on this one is 1072 and ours is 1073, so we've pretty much hit this right on except for the color. Our color is 3.5 and it's saying their color is 5, so ours is going to be a lighter goldener color. So we'll just see how it turns out. Everything else is pretty much damn dead on, so we'll find out. Alright, draining our mash to getting ready to heat it up to raise the temperature and see how it works out. Alright, doing the second infusion, raising the temperature to like it calls for 148, so we're trying to get a 1 or 2 degrees positive or negative of that. So we'll do a temperature check, just pour it back in and see what we got. You got it set on Celsius. There's Fahrenheit. Oh wow, look at that. In different spots. That's probably where we want to close it up at. 147 to 148. So that's what it looks like for the second infusion. Okay, getting the boil going. Then we're out of the Belgian liquid yeast for the golden ale style recipe we're doing. So I looked up, the recommended is Safe LUS 05 and Safe Brew T58 mixed. So that's what we're going to try.
At the 30 minutes into the boil, added the first hops. Use a bag, tie it off, stir it in. Nummy. Okay, it is now 1 hour and 15 minutes into the boil. As you can see, we've burned off a little bit. What I'm going to be doing is adding more hops and Irish moss and some yeast nutrient, and then letting it boil for another 15. We'll see if this works here. Irish moss. And that was the yeast nutrient. Again, I'm probably not going to put them in the bag. Maybe I will. But time to turn off the propane. Oops, he hates it when I do that. Damn it, did it again. He gets the flame all set just right, and then I go and fuck it up. Oh, I guess he'll have to edit that unless he wants to fuck on his video. So these are the hops I'm going to be adding. And I think I am going to put them in the bag. And then I'm going to turn on the wort chiller. Should be very exciting, so I'll just turn off the camera for that. Okay, so I did add the hops to the bag. I don't normally we just add it straight to the wort, but I'm going to try that, see if it, maybe it'll mess it up, maybe it won't. Anyway, we have the wort chiller running through, and I'll let you in on the next step. Okay, we've done the boil and done the wort chiller, so now I'm going to do a final gravity, I guess, or post-boil gravity. Let's see, it's not zooming in very well. Let's try this. Where the hell is the zoom? I don't know. Anyway, it's at 64, so it's gone up 10 from the boil. Anyway, here we are, done the boil, and now we're doing a hydrometer test. It's at 64, 1064. It's up 10 from 1054 where it was pre-boil. Okay, here we are with the wort poured into the fermenting bucket. Got some good oxygen in there. I let it sit, trying to cool it off some in a freezer unit that wasn't set at freezing, just at 54 degrees, because the temperature is still a little bit higher than I'd like. It's at 72 now. I was hoping to get it down into the mid-60s, but or 73. Hoping to get it in the mid-60s. The recipe that it's a clone of, apparently they pitch at 60 instead of even 65, but I'm going to be doing it now because it is going to take too long, I think, and I'm getting tired of it. So hang on a sec. Okay, so here's the yeast we're going to be adding. I think we've already shown you. It's the Safe Brew T58 and the Safe Ale, or Safe Ale US 05. Just going to pitch those right in. Alright. Going to Alright. So we've got the airlock, nice good seal all the way around, and we're going to let it sit for a couple weeks, and we'll give you an update then. Okay, so this is about 12 to 15 hours later, and this is the Belgium Golden Strong Ale. The original gravity wasn't as high as I think it should have been, but that was about the only flaw in the whole thing. So 1064 wasn't too bad, so I'll put that in the beersmith too and find out what they're estimating the final gravity will be, and then we'll do a final gravity and then find out what it does come up to. So hopefully it's 8.8 or 9%. So the duvel clone, so we'll see how that works out. Okay, we're at about 24 hours later, and it's just going to town non-stop. Alright, transferring the duvel clone, the Belgium Golden Ale, into the third transfer. So transfer it back into the cardboard and let it clear up even more. So there it is, and I tell you what, the taste test is,
is unbelievable.
Okay, this is the Belgian Golden Strong Ale, Duvel clone. It sat in the primary for 1 week before it started settling down. Then I transferred it into the carboy. Let it settle down for 2 or 3 days till a lot of the sediment fell off the back of the bottom of it to the bottom. Then transferred it into the other carboy and then stuck it in here to cold crash. So it should be ready to keg by the end of this week.